Hi everybody, Judy Purcell again. It's certainly a snowy day out there once again. We've been about 3 weeks of this now, and it is a welcome sight after the drought. Now I do get out and I still get my daily walk in, if it's not too bad out there, and I pick up leaves. They're pretty brown, but they're still holding their shape, and I bring them home and I draw up the design on them, the outline of them, and I make these stencils out of cardstock. Now, to reinforce them so they don't tear, I use a little Mod Podge on both sides, and that pretty much keeps them waterproof too. So whatever I do, it just strengthens it and makes it easy. This is I think it's a spruce leaf, and then I found this one. I don't know what it is, but I liked it. I think it's a mulberry. And this was a little smaller one that I cut out. And I set those aside. And I wanted to paint them before I cut them out of the stencils. So this is a piece of graphics alcohol ink paper, and I cut it in a 6x6 square. The sheets are 12x12, so that gave me 4 squares. And my goal is to add a little alcohol ink on it. What am I doing? So I'm going to spray this with a little bit of alcohol ink. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it is spraying. I'm just not seeing it. Okay, not too much, but some. And I want to drop, I've got fall leaves in mind. So, even though it's winter, so I'm going to drop some color on this sheet randomly. Okay. I want to put a little gold there too. I shook my gold up. See what happens. Oh, wow. A little gold there. Some green. Oh, come on. There it goes. These caps get kind of caked with the ink. Put some green there. No good. Some red. I want to put a little, this is called Pool. I think that about does it. Give it a little spritzy spritz. I can do that. But I'm going to add one more element, and that is a piece of saran wrap. I'm going to smush those colors around with my hands. Looks like it's going to make for some interesting textures. And I want to be careful not to muddy my colors, but I don't particularly want any white showing either. So I'm going to twist these with my fingers. See how I do that? And it gives it the texture it needs. That in itself is just absolutely gorgeous. A lot going on there. Beautiful. Now this may take a couple days to dry, so I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to show you the end results of some others I did. Isn't that beautiful? How that, when you lift the stuff off, how beautiful they come out. And you just don't know what you're going to get. But this is just really vibrant and gorgeous. It's yellow and some red and green and some of that pool and a little purple. And then there's this one. This is one of my first ones, and I didn't get it all the way down, but that's okay. That's beautiful too. And then there is this one. That's gorgeous. And what I'm going to do now is the next part. I'm going to take my stencil, and I can lay it anywhere, I can move it anywhere I want, and figure out, see there, it looks like a vein right there, going down through there, and I put that on, flip it over, and put it on a light table, and the light will cast through, and I'll know exactly what lines to draw on the back with my marker pen, and then I'll cut it out. I hope I didn't lose you there. And that was, and I will cut it out. And this may be the result. You can tell that that is a mulberry leaf. You can tell this one is an oak leaf. Now I did this one with a stencil, but I laid the stencil over a watercolor background I did, and I got an entirely different look. These are shiny and this is kind of dull, but it's still very vibrant. And then here is another one I did. And I had all three of them. They're very different from each other. And I decided the next thing to do was to build a composition. So I put the orange leaf there, the, what do you call it? I can't think of it now. But anyway, I put them all like that, and I had an entirely different design or composition, and you can move them around till you get them the way you want them. Now the other thing I thought I'd try while you're here is a piece of black cardstock. I wasn't sure if the black would look good. This is, I'm looking for a background. That's very beautiful. That's kind of nice. I have my mulberry. I don't know, I just have to move it around and play with it till I get what I'm looking for. That's a very beautiful design. And then I thought I'd try it with a pale blue, and the reason being that our sky is blue most of the time. Not right now. So I could come in with a blue like that. That's pretty on the blue. That's gorgeous on the blue. all looks good on the blue. So you see there's so many different things you can do with the alcohol ink and the stencils. I wanted to thank you for coming to my studio and experiment. Try different things. If it comes to mind, do it. You're going to have so much fun. Take care and stay warm.